Seconds of fame, Kiana, not S.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this month's episode of Teenagers from Outer Space. I'm super mega hyped, even though it's, just after 8:30 in the morning. I'm not a morning person. I am for this game. So let's go around and let's say who we are and who we're going to be playing. I'm Lindy, and this is my channel. Hi. I'm going to be playing Correlia. I forgot Kiana usually does this because it's morning, so I'm just gonna give the rest to you. Have fun.
Good morning, everybody. It's a Saturday morning, and we're back with our monthly series of Teenagers from Outer Space from our town, Sorian. I'm super hyped to be back. It's been way too freaking long for the wonderful Saturday shenanigans that we get up to. I am your referee. I am your GM. I come up with the no prep bullshit that happens in the game that we then play along with our wonderful teenagers here. And I guess we should know who our teenagers are. That's probably important, right? So Lindy's already introduced herself, so let's go over to Greg. Good morning, Greg.
Hey, good morning, Kiana S. How are you today? I'm doing well. It has been a while since the last time we played. I'd be a liar if I said it would have been nicer to not see you all for another hour to hour and 15 minutes. But it's fun. It's good. Let's wake up. Let's get to it. I'm either going to day drink or have coffee. I'll let you know about halfway through.
Why not both?
It could be. Who knows? I'll be playing CC today. Yep. Back to you, Kiana S.
We have to be very specific that there's an S at the end of my name. Wonderful. And let's go to Emma. Good morning, Emma.
Good morning. I'm doing so well. I've been up for 3.5 hours already, so I'm doing just great. I ate a full meal. I'm caffeinated. I'm ready to go. I'm excited to be here playing John Smith, the progressively less Doctor Who clone. And I can't wait. It feels like it's been 11 million years since we played this game.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yes.
It's been over a month. Usually we're like at a month or just a little less than a month.
Mm-hmm.
This has been definitely over a month. We're just pushing into literally the last Saturday of August.
Yes.
Look at us go.
We did it.
We did it. We made it happen. Scheduling's hard. Time is fake.
Yes.
And of course, last but not least, we have Travis. Good morning, Travis.
Oh, good morning. Yes. How are you? I'm playing Derek, the Sensitive Spaceman, a role, of course, originated by David Love in the 1959 classic Teenagers from Outer Space. I'm very glad to be here. It's early, and that's all I've got. Today's episode is brought to you by the American Nap Council, reminding you to consider the nap. That's right, the nap. It's what's for dinner and breakfast. Also by Bonds Where You Work or Bank. That's me. Let's get it on.
Naps are an important part of your everyday routine. Get all the sleep, y'all. We say as we get up very early to play space shenanigans. Don't look at me. Yeah, so let's kind of just go right into it. Because last time we were doing all sorts of things. We were at a summer camp, which was full of all sorts of, hey, there might be a haunting. Oh no, it's just a weird classmate. And then there was all these camp activities, a lot of bonding, a cute moment at the campfire, all that kind of things. We've also had all sorts of adventures through virtual reality, through saving the world, through all these amazing stuff. But sometimes the greatest trials and tribulations are not the ones that the world is at stake with. Sometimes the greatest trials and tribulations can come from your own damn family. And you know what? Correlia had just received about 8 voicemails, 21 emails, and 6 text messages from her parents saying, "Hello, you need to come home. You haven't visited in 3 months. What's wrong? Get back over here."
That summer camp, God. Corelia's kind of just looking at her phone. Just debates, like, do I send a text back or is it safer to just not respond at all? I'm not gonna call, but she'll send a text back saying, "Was that summer camp that you definitely signed off approval for? Be back soonish. I'll let you know when I have the specifics." And then just waits.
It's about 3 seconds after you send this text that you get a phone call.
I can't not answer now. Fine. Hey, it's me.
You hear, "Oh, Correlia, why have you not been picking up your phone? I've been seeing that you've been reading them."
Well, I just read them now. I was at summer camp, and we're not really supposed to have our phones at summer camp.
Oh, right, your Strange Earth summer camp.
Yeah, it's cultural experience. It's, it's
Either way,
extracurricular.
did you remember that your cousin's getting married?
Yeah, of course I remembered that.
Did Correlia remember that?
No, definitely not. I seem to have misplaced the RSVP though, or the invite. So could you refresh me on the details of that?
Well, it's happening in 2 days, and we need you back. It's for your cousin, Cosette.
Okay. Oh, cousin Cosette? Yeah, I knew that. Cool. She have a registry? Do I need to bring anything?
Well, you have to be home so we can start getting ready.
Oh,
Make sure
boy.
you have appropriate dress. You can't wear that leather jacket everywhere.
Yes, I can.
Not to a wedding, you can't. Do you have a +1 or anything that we have to consider?
She kind of looks around. I imagine she's probably at, the school outside and kind of looks at her groups of friends. Yeah, +1 would be... I got a +1. Of course I have a +1. Only losers don't have +1s.
Yeah, all of you are getting, the one-sided part of the conversation. Yeah, you'll hear kind of because the phone is away from here. Well, make sure that you bring them as well. We have to make sure that they're appropriate to bring.
They're fine. They're great. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. What if you brought all my friends for moral support?
Awesome. I don't see why you would need moral support, Correlia.
That and you're always asking me, who's this CC guy? Who's this John Smith? Why are you texting all these boys?
That is very true.
Maybe if you
Bring them home.
met them, you can just stop bugging me about that. Okay, I'll bring them. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Bye.
Hey, up by your mom.
So you can't see you in a bit. Love you. Bye. It's that classic. Oh.
Yeah.
Hey guys, you wanna come visit my home planet?
Yes.
Cool.
Correlia, look at this. Look at this. I was showing the guys here. Look at this. Grandpa hooked me up, right? That's Earth
Oh.
language.
Yeah.
A smartphone. It's a smart phone. And look, it takes pictures. Here's Ubu in a hat, like a little ball cap. And here he is in a sombrero, right? And here he is in like a Knicks jersey that Grandpa had.
He doesn't like the Knicks. He told me. Okay.
What?
Gives you.
Well, I mean, he's
Please-
also
please
like
don't.
super toxic, so I'm sure that Jersey doesn't exist anymore.
It melted immediately, but I got this picture before it melted. So
Nice.
I'm just like having so much fun with my smartphone, right?
It's so smart, Derek. You just
Smart.
So what's going on?
Oh, you missed all that. Good. So we're gonna go visit my home world.
Oh,
Yeah, my cousin's getting married, and apparently I have to be there.
Your cousin's getting married. Where are they registered?
You know, I'm sure my mom could tell us all about it when we get there. She probably wants us to visit sooner rather than later. 'Cause apparently we need time to get ready, and I can't wear this leather jacket. I don't know what that's about, but we'll see what actually happens.
Oh, that's so exciting.
it is exciting.
Yeah,
Yes.
Get to take atmospheric readings of your planet, which is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. We're going to find out about its barometric pressure. We're going to find out about all this water. Why is there so much water? Obviously, I've never been there because it would make terrible grazing land for our Gargan herds. So the expedition was never sent to your home planet.
Yeah.
And, hello, dear. Yes, yeah. And so I have a guest today on our show, by the way. So
Oh.
just roll with me.
I do too. Yeah, but I think Leo likes it. He's only visited like once because I try to be there as little as possible. But I mean, we can all go and you can meet my family.
I guess Leo does have to go.
Yeah.
Since
Yes.
yeah, sure. I mean, I'd want him. I would want him to.
Correlia, I'm so excited, and it's not just so I can observe your familial patterns and make judgments about your personality. I'm just so excited to go see this, and I feel like we're all going to be closer friends because of it. And I want to be friends with your parents and your cousin,
Oh.
and they're betrothed. It's going to be
So my cousin, cause that's kind of weird.
weird. How?
She's just you'll see for yourself when you get there. She's just yeah. So let's go to my locker where I keep my teleporter. We can all just just teleport on over.
I kind of let them go by, and then I lean over to Cece and go, "What's a wedding?"
It's a song by Billy Idol. We just have to make sure we wear white, man.
Oh, is that it? Okay,
Like a party, I guess.
I can do that. Oh, there's a okay.
No, man, I'm kidding. A wedding is something you do about 5 to 6 years before a divorce.
Oh, on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll be sure to remember that. Okay. So, but do I need to wear white? Were you kidding about that?
No, I mean you can. It's kind of bad form. The bride wears white.
Grandpa has a white suit. Grandpa has a white suit from that time he decided to be Cab Calloway for Halloween, and everybody was really mad at him for some reason. I don't know why, but I'll wear that.
All right, man, you do you.
I'll sing Minnie the Moocher. I have it memorized.
Just get them something. If you have to get a gift, get them something they have to use pretty quickly, like a gift certificate that expires or birth control or something. I don't know, but like get them.
I have a gift certificate for a stationery store.
Nailed it.
All right. I'm glad we had this talk. Thank you, Cece.
Hey, you're welcome, man.
So, weddings, right? Love them.
Fucking crazy, right?
Yes.
Hey, good talk, man.
Good talk. I like catch up with Correlia. Yeah, weddings, man, such a fun party time.
Yeah, it's something. You know, I've been to like, I don't know, like a couple dozen or so at this point. I have a very large family. So.
Well, I never knew my family because I was raised in a cubicle, and so I never knew my mother or father. So I think this is such a cool opportunity to meet yours, and
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna be so excited to meet all of you. So, all right, let's go. And I throw down this teleporter, and I kind of like, it's kind of one of those, like, have you seen those tables where like you spin it one way and it gets wide, like it's bigger? She does that with the teleporter. All right, so we should all be able to like stand on this at the same time and just we'll end up in the front yard. Well, the front yard. It's like a floating dock.
Oh, okay. Just a second. John Smith takes out a snorkel and puts on a snorkel. You need a snorkel. There. Hope that's okay. It's not.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't breathe underwater, so it's not like super offensive or anything. It's fine.
Okay, good.
Cool.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Let's tell it.
All right.
Y'all get up onto the teleporter, and as soon as all of you are on, the device flashes a very bright light blue, and you blink, and you were on a floating dock. Although it's kind of less a dock and just a floating thing, because there's no like house to be seen. It's just platform and water.
Hey guys, so this is my planet. There's a lot of water.
It's just so much water. You look to your left, there's water. You look to your right, there's water.
There's like a couple of other like floating docks, like just like almost like a street like layout. All right, so let me make sure everything's cool, and she'll just kind of like step on a button. It's like in your bing dong dong dong.
You weren't kidding. It's just water. It's just a planet of water.
Yeah, there's
just
like
full
there's
of
like
water.
water is like 98% of the planet's surface. There's like a 2%, archipelago on the other
God.
side.
No wonder we never came here. Okay. All right, it's great. It's water. I took a swim lesson in the first period, so.
You do know how to swim, right, Derek?
I know. I've seen video images of humans swimming, and
Right.
I had a swim lesson where I didn't die, but that's mostly because the coach was there with the flotation device. So but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I'm here on your flotilla thing.
Yeah.
2% of this planet that's 2% of this planet.
Yeah.
That has land on it. So that's cool. It's gonna be great.
Well, just don't go in the water without a flotation device then. I'm sure we've got some from when, like, my little siblings are still babies, so, we can check. And I think at this point, like a little hatch opens up and, like, the bottom of the dock. Cool. We can just go down this ladder. I'll go first.
That'll be just. I have to take off my flippers because this whole time I put on a wetsuit that has little double hearts everywhere, and big flippers and a snorkel, and also a swim.
You definitely like try to fit your foot, and it just does that like slapping noise.
Yep.
That flippers do.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'll take the flippers off.
Okay.
And try to go.
And you clamber down. After y'all follow Correlia, or
I'm the last one in. After you, let's all get in. Here we go. We're loading. We're walking into this port. Just want to make sure no one screams or yells.
Well, CC will go first, knowing what's going on, and he'll go and stand, like he'll walk right over the space and float down because he can fly.
Mm-hmm.
But he pretends to like hit a button, and he stands there and crosses his arms. Excuse me, Mr. Tyler, going down.
Yeah.
And then just,
Yeah, Correlia just teleports to the bottom.
Yeah, she just teleports down.
Mm-hmm. We don't really use the ladder much. It's mostly for, guests and accessibility purposes, but yeah.
Yep.
Just kind of pull out a key card. He holds it up to the door once you get inside, and it opens up into like a glass dome type thing underneath, so you can see all the water around and like light kind of coming through and fish swimming around and stuff. So this is my house. This is the entryway. My parents are probably gonna swarm us any minute now, so just remain calm.
I think that Derek is transfixed by the undersea wonderland that is your home, and it's like, got that Disneyland look on his face, just that first day at the Magic Kingdom, wide-eyed.
Yep, there's a lot of like fish and like other aquatic animals that just swim right by. You do see a couple of lobsters along the bottom, just kind of just chilling. I think Leo just kind of does like a clap at them. Although whether they notice or not, not sure. There's this entryway to this home, and I basically, as soon as all of you settle down, the door opens. And Correlia, what do your parents look like?
So I think Correlia looks a lot like her mom. They've got kind of like the same like coloration to their tentacles and stuff. Her mom's probably a little shorter though, and her dad's probably really tall but with like orange tentacles.
Mm-hmm.
And probably wears reading glasses, kind of, the edge of his nose. And they're probably dressed very nicely, like kind of like almost space age-esque attire. Very clean cut, clean lines. It's very kind of simplistic, minimalistic kind of thing. It's like, hey, Mom and Dad, this is John Smith, this is Derek, and this is Cece, or Charles Curtis. It's fine. And Leo, I brought him last time.
Yes, I do remember Leo. Hello, everyone. It's good to meet you all. And you can definitely feel like their eyes are definitely taking y'all in.
Judged.
Yeah.
What an amazing thing. I am so happy to meet the two of you. Let me offer you a laurel and hearty handshake from my home planet of Zenla. That we have at least two similarities from my home planet to yours. I see that you have gargants on your planet resting on the ocean floor. It's very important that those never reach the atmosphere. Okay. It's crazy. They grow to millions of times their original size. But it's just such a pleasure to meet both of you and to see your marvelous planet and your beautiful home. Correlia on school.
Yeah, I think Correlia's mom like inclines her head a bit and like politely smiles. Very politely.
John Smith steps up and he takes out of his pocket, it looks like a rock, but it has the happiest face on it ever, and it's quietly singing. And says, hello, Correlia's parents. I got this for you. This comes from a planet which is 98% land and 2% water. And so I wanted to give it to you because it would bring some sort of balance to your place, just as your daughter has brought balance to our group as a wonderful friend.
Oh, God. Okay, yeah.
If you leave it in the sunlight, it will just stay happy for 8,000 years. And then it'll turn into a rock.
Oh, well, it's very kind of you to bring a gift. Thank you.
It's the last of its kind. Give it a good home.
Yeah, and she'll very delicately take it before giving it to her husband.
Cece sees that things are not going well, and by not going well, Cece realizes that he knows what Derek's up to. They had our conversation at camp, and so he decides that the last thing a potential boyfriend wants to do is be liked by the parents. That's the worst thing that could happen, is if the parents like them. So Cece will just pull out a cigarette and light it, and then say, "Hey, Derek, here are your cigarettes, man. Thanks for letting me try one."
Oh, yes. Ah, tobacco sticks. My favorite. Thank you, CC.
Yeah, remember we got him off that cop we killed.
CC, you're such a funny human. That is a fictional thing.
Yeah,
Cop
sure it
killing
is.
wrong. Do you guys have cops on this planet? Is there law enforcement of any kind on?
Oh, we do have some levels of enforcement, and she's definitely
Don't
not.
let him near Derek.
Good, I respect them. In that case, I respect them. CC, that's great. Hey, I have a gift too.
Is it that thing we stole?
No, if you fill out this survey at the bottom of this sheet, you receive 5% off next smoothie at Smoothie King, which is
The place we robbed.
just a good place to get a smoothie with next time you're on Earth.
Okay. Shit, I feel like this needs a roll to like not fuck this up.
Oh boy. Oh my God.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of roll this is.
Okay, I gotta get into roll 20 here. So.
Probably something along the lines of luck looks cool.
Oh wait, did someone say cool?
You're not the one rolling, Greg.
Can I assist with cool?
I'll let you do an assist roll.
All right.
I just
So
roll,
it's
right?
Yeah,
roll
it's
your base
a
score, right?
D10 plus whatever your stat is, plus whatever other asset you would like to try to convince me would make sense.
Well, I think it's all just a matter of, well, and I think luck might, because he's not very cool. We'll try. What did you say, Kiana?
I
Cool.
would say cool, looks, luck. No,
Looks
okay.
cool.
Did you say looks?
Yes.
Because I have, okay, all right.
It's the
It's Derek a looker.
looks is like it's not just like the physical aspect I find. I also do it as like charm or like not 7d10.
1d10 plus whatever you're
Oh,
looking.
plus 7. I thought that was how many dice I get. Folks,
It's been a
it's
while.
been at least 2 weeks since we played this game.
I'm like,
Yeah, we had our
Okay.
last game at like the beginning of July. This is the end of August.
Yeah.
so.
That's more realistic score. I got a 12.
a 12. Okay.
I got a 12 too in the assist, Kiana S.
Okay.
Yes is for super.
It is.
Somehow this works. I'm trying to figure out how. I think it's because you just do it with like without any like hesitation. Just like, yeah, here you go. Come on.
Smoothie King.
Yeah. And just like, I think you could, yeah, you do it so smoothly that like, They just take it. They're like, thank you. I appreciate the gesture.
Absolutely. My pleasure. A little mango in it. A little mango, a little blueberry.
Just a little blood there on the corner of the coupon. Don't worry about it.
Okay, that's mild sauce from Taco Bell, not human blood.
Nope.
Would
So-
you all like to come in?
Yes, I think we would.
Yeah, and they'll start to head inside to their house. And you do see like there's kind of like a placard or like a sign or whatever that denotes this as the Aquati household. Surprise! You now know Correlia's last name.
Whatty?
Aquati.
So you guys should take your shoes off when you get inside, because it's what we do. It's more sanitary.
Flippers too?
Yes. I mean,
Okay.
Earth is full of germs and stuff, so we just like to leave that by the door.
Oh, is your planet not filled with germs?
I mean, it is, but different kinds. So
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
it's just, and my mom's a neat freak, so it's fine.
Derek takes his boots off. He's got like those big rubber, like I'm gonna go to another planet boots, that he wears to school every day. And also, since he's from out of town, I think he keeps all his money in it. Like when you go to Europe and you're afraid that people are gonna steal from you, So Derek's like, Grandpa was like, put all your money in your boot. You don't know who's gonna try. So anyway, so cash falls out of a couple $100 bills fall out of Derek's boot. And kind
The
of
spoils of the slushy store.
I picked up an extra shift at Smoothie King, but Grandpa says that our school is full of ruffians, whatever those are, and I have to keep my money in my shoes. So I also have some candy bars in here if anybody wants like a granola bar or a
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Twizzlers. I have black and red licorice. Anybody? No?
I'll take some red licorice.
There you go.
Thank you.
It's really good.
Some good old boot licorice.
Excellent. It's been it's dried out a little in your boot, and it's got that chew. It's got that boot chew. It's got that booty chew.
The rubber and the human skin kind of create a pressure that warms the licorice.
I can taste the human skin. I know what you taste like now. Thank you.
I like look at your parents. It's just something we say. Mr. and Mrs. Aquati, red rope licorice?
I'm quite all right, thank you. I very carefully monitor what I eat.
Oh, of course, me too. Absolutely.
I think Mr. Aquati definitely raises a brow at that. Correlia's mom is very polite and doesn't show any changes in skepticism.
Sure. Well, we all take our health and fitness very seriously. I know Correlia does. Obviously, I do. It's the strangest thing. Earth's yellow sun actually increases my metabolism to the point where I can pretty much eat whatever I want. I've been living off of honey buns, snowballs for the last 2 weeks, and I've managed to maintain the ripped six-pack washboard abs that you can kind of see here. I mean, heck, you could, bounce a laser beam off of these bad boys right here. So, and that's all, ding dongs, and I like the berry Skittles, not really the normal Skittles.
Your daughter could cut a cheek on those abs.
Oh my god.
I believe they call the Earthlings call this shredded, but I don't think I'm there yet. I'm working on intermittent fasting, so I'll have like a Twizzler between my window of 2 and 6, and then I'll have a honey bun like right before bed.
It's all keto.
Right. That's the ketogenic diet, is the pink snowballs with the ho-hos with the juice they sell at Walmart that will put you into cardiac arrest. Oh, humans, not me. Little hugs that come in those little bottles. They taste like strawberry robitus.
As you're having this conversation, you hear another voice further into the house. And just go, is that like Correlia and like her friends? And you see, Correlia, mom turns to you and is like, you should go say hello to your siblings.
Yeah, how many of them are home right now?
Well, that was Courtney, of course. I think also Corbin and Coraline is here, but not Coralina. I think Cody is upstairs.
Okay, so like we've got half of them here. All right. Hey, Courtney. Yeah, these are my friends from school.
Yeah. You see, I'm trying to figure out what the space aquatic version of a cheerleader outfit is.
It's very
that's
similar.
The vibe that's going on with Courtney, who is sitting on the couch right now. Although she seems to have like one leg propped up as if she was stretching.
Mm-hmm. It's my sister Courtney. Courtney, this is Derek, John Smith, and Cece.
And she'll like tilt her head and like give like a little wave. And I think she says, trying like in the way that someone tries to be quiet and subtle about things, but isn't.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
Just kind of like, Correlia, are like one of these like your boyfriends? Are like all of them your boyfriends?
No,
or...
they're not. I'm not dating all of them. God. Courtney, shut up.
Then like which one?
How old is Courtney? Younger or older?
Courtney is a year older, I think.
Yeah.
Then Cece would say, if this is loud enough for all of us to hear,
Yeah.
and one of them is your boyfriend, Cece would then say, I'm sorry, did somebody say something?
No, it's totally fine. You should probably say like hi to everybody, but it's like super nice to meet y'all. Are you like staying for the wedding? Is that what's happening here?
Yeah.
I swear I hear something.
Yeah. We're here for the wedding, and I guess we'll just go say hi to Coraline and stuff. And as passed by, she's like, Derek's the one I went to prom with.
Yeah, I think Courtney will like definitely like turn in her seat to like look at Derek a little more, and then she'll just give you a thumbs up.
I know. So.
You wander back further and into the kitchen, where I think I said Corbin,
Mm-hmm.
who is your younger brother.
Hey, little bro. How you doing? I'm back.
Definitely. Corbin is the really studious one.
Oh, of course he is. Yeah. He's probably sitting there
I think
doing,
that,
like,
he's
homework for fun. He's like, I'm studying for the SATs.
Yeah. He's at the kitchen counter. He's trying to both have a book open and like flip through it, and also try to make a sandwich or whatever at the same time. Somehow it's working. I think the tentacles are helping.
Yeah, they're very helpful like that.
And you just kind of hear, oh, hey, didn't realize you were coming home.
Yeah, there's like a wedding or something.
Yeah, cause that's getting married. And he'll like kind of like look around you to see the other
These are
three.
my friends from school. Cece, John Smith, and Derek.
He pushes up his glasses a little bit, and he like kind of narrows his eyes as he's trying to like suss you guys out. Three mysterious boys just showing up at the house.
Yep.
And who are all these people?
These are that's my little brother. That's my older sister. You met my parents. I gotta meet my other little sister, but her twin's not home right now, so she's probably at water organ practice. But
You're permitted to interact with your siblings?
yes, Derek. It's somewhat encouraged, but
Doesn't that lead to constant fighting and backstabbing and that's what they said would happen to us if we talked to our
no, it's
to our siblings,
I mean,
which is
so-
why we're put into mortal combat with our siblings as soon as they come of age, which usually means that the only surviving family member is the oldest. So this is hello, young Correlia's brother. Thank your stars every day that you have not been murdered by your older siblings.
Derek had a hard childhood.
Yeah, I think Corbin's just like, you're weird. The
Which
way that
results in
younger
creativity.
siblings, the way that younger siblings do.
You're weird.
Yeah.
Thank you, young person. It results in creativity, and I have dreams where I fly, which means I'm intuitive.
I think Corbin is just gonna take his sandwich and his book and just milk the
leave.
fuck out of
Yeah.
there.
Just go to his room.
Bye. What a nice young man.
Yeah, he's real book smart. He likes to study all the time. I don't get it, but whatever. I think there's only one person left at home to meet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Derek, could you help me look out this window?
Why, of course. Your eyesight is poor from all the soft drugs. Let me come over here. Thank you.
What? It's my glaucoma. What the fuck are you doing?
What? I'm making nice with their family. Saying hello.
No, you're fucking it all up.
No, I just said hi. I was being very polite. Grandpa
Well-
says you're supposed to be polite when you're meeting.
Listen, if on a scale of 1 to 10, you are fucking it up.
Okay, well, fine. Course correction. How do I not fuck it up? Like, what do I
Be
what do I do
mean.
different?
Be crazy. Don't let these kids like you. Let them fear you. And let the parents fear you for a completely different reason.
Oh.
Keep showing off those washboard abs. Pull those pants down. There, show some dick root. We gotta flip the script here, man.
They'll be impressed by my masculinity and devil may care attitude.
I'll tell you what, man, they're not gonna be able to take their eyes off that dick root.
That's the build of Adonis you were telling me about earlier. This part right here.
Yeah. It's also a target, a bullseye for the enemy. And the bigger the enemy you are, the more that Correlia is gonna like you, man.
Okay. All right. What if I just, you're saying they like abs? They like the abs look?
They
Right.
don't like them. That's why you show them to them.
Oh, all right. Derek removes his shirt and tucks the focusing disintegrator ray right into the front of his pants like this, just kind of sticking out the front.
Is it
Just
set to
kinda like-
cool?
Yeah, it's set to cool right now, so in case it, goes off, only be an improvement. And then just kind of ties his shirt around his waist,
That's
Like-
it. That's
like-
it.
like he's at Lollapalooza '94, and just kind of does different thing with his shoulders. How's this? Is this better?
Yeah, almost. And then Cece from somewhere produces a bottle of oil and he squirts it along the top and just begins to furiously rub pecs.
I mean,
Back
you're
and
in the
shoulder.
kitchen right now. There's
Yeah, perfect place. There's linoleum. So he does that real quick and gets him set and puts the bottle away and says, "If we only had a saxophone, man."
John
Show
Smith
me
takes a
that video.
saxophone out of his pocket. Established he has
while
multiple
this is
musical
going
instruments.
on, John and Correlia, she's like, so, yeah, she's just listing off, all her siblings to John. It's like, oh, by the way, did you hear that rumor about Blake at school?
No, what about Blake at school?
Apparently he's got, a huge dick.
What?
John Smith will just go, Oh,
I know, I never knew, right? Like,
I
who would've
never
thought?
knew. That's really surprising.
It's, right? And it's like, I thought he just used like a dick sock or something, but no, apparently not.
I know. I thought it was a sock.
I thought it was too, but you know.
Hey everybody, welcome to our Saturday morning cartoon.
Put the kids to bed. It's 9:30 a.m. You know what time it is.
There's the Benadryl. Let's have some fun.
Oh God! I totally forgot that y'all made up that rumor.
Cece and Derek were like, "Hey, Blake, give us your dick sock, and we'll start this rumor." And so it's gotten around. Correlia's heard about it now.
Yeah, John Smith takes a quick phone call. Did you know Blake has a big dick? Yeah.
Right?
Okay, that's it.
Weird.
Blake's on the other end. I heard.
Oh God!
And then she turns around and sees like Derek just.
Yeah. It happened in like the span of like a minute.
Yeah.
It's hot in here.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
It's Earth's yellow sun. It raises my metabolism to the point where I begin to cook in my regulation jumpsuit. So
We kind of have like 2 pale white suns, so I don't know what that's gonna do to your metabolism, but it's kind of, it's, you know, if the water filters out most of it, so.
okay, all right. I hope this is cool. You know, it's hot, so
I mean, it is hot. So my sister Coraline, she'll kind of like go down the hallway.
Yeah.
kids ever seen
And
a focusing disintegrator ray before?
No, I think that's kind of
Separates
new.
living matter from chain reaction. Anybody want to play with it? Here, Junior. It's set to cool right now.
I think Corbin's come back because he forgot his glass of water or something.
Uh-huh.
He's just like, is that like a gun?
It's a standard issue focusing disintegrator ray. It has been modified with the cool setting, so basically it can either completely destroy living tissue and separate it from chain reaction, or it can turn the target into the coolest thing you've ever seen.
Oof. Okay, what is?
That nerd.
Yeah, now I'm just like, what is this nerdy little boy gonna do?
Uh-huh. Fascinating. Let me study it more.
Yeah, I think he will take it. I think his curiosity is gonna override the immediate sense of what the fuck. Corelia's
danger.
friend has a gun.
Yeah. And why does he look so different? I've been gone for 60 seconds. Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Corelia's got weird friends.
And I think at the time that Corbin takes it, Corelia's parents walk in.
Oh. The parents. You're just in time to examine the focusing disintegrator ray. I don't know if you guys have these on your planet.
I think immediately Mrs. Aquati is just like comes in and just like snatches it out of Corbin's hand. And is just like, what did I tell you about holding dangerous items? Especially in the house.
Don't worry, it's set to cool.
Cece
Yeah,
almost interjects at the sound of handling dangerous items, but then he puts his hand back down because that might be too far.
Cece has to draw a line somewhere.
Somewhere.
And I think she'll hold on to it and then like pointing it away from anything. Just like, who exactly does this belong to?
Me, ma'am. That is my standard issue focusing disintegrator ray. I was letting the young boy examine its cool setting, which is completely harmless, and it turns the target into the coolest thing you've ever seen. So I thought that was kind of a fun, little bit of show and tell here, ma'am.
And she looks and like, what does the cool to like kill switch look like? Is it like super easy to switch?
Yo,
between?
it's the easiest thing in the world. It's a big fat dial right under the where it says love gun.
Yeah,
There's just a big dial right here, and up is kill and right is cool.
yeah. So I think like she just like, I think she like switches it back and forth, to kind of like see how easy it is. And I just like, I think I'm going to hold on to this for a little while. If you don't mind, Derek. It'll be at the front with the coats and everything.
Oh, absolutely.
CC raises a finger at the hand to hold on to this for a while, but doesn't say anything.
And, Mrs. Aquati is gonna smile very politely. And just head to go and put it away.
Wonderful. I respect the rules of anyone's household. On my home planet, we were all we had to carry weapons in the home because you don't know when a family member could attempt to kill you at any time. So it's just a little different culture. It's just a cultural difference, you know. So,
Hey, Derek, would you mind helping me look out this window?
Yes, you're admiring the Gargans. I'll be right there. Excuse me,
Upstairs.
just a sec.
I'll go upstairs for you.
What is it?
You're still being too nice. But also, as he looks out on the water world, I just realized I could destroy this planet.
How would you destroy the entire planet?
I freeze shit, man. I can freeze 98% of it. Only the assholes on that archipelago will be all right.
Okay. That would probably leave a bad impression on her parents if you destroyed the whole...
Oh, I put a pin in it. I'm just thinking about it.
Good to know. Good to know.
All right, man. Be mean.
So, John, you want to see my room?
I would love to see your room.
All
I'm
right.
so excited.
Cool.
What kind of observations has John made about Correlia's family so far?
So far, he has taken a lot of mental notes about the emotional unavailability of her parents, and the judgment of her older sister, and that he thinks Corbin is a cool cat who he wants to hang out with. That's what he thinks so far. He wants to make a sandwich, but he doesn't know how to ask. He's really hungry, and he wants a sandwich.
When you're hungry at your friend's place.
I'm hungry at my friend's place, but I can't ask if there's any food. It's like that situation.
Yeah.
It's like I'm afraid to do that. And what if they have like solid rules, or they want to serve me something gross, and then you can't say no, and then you just cry in the bathroom and try to call your mom. Like that's kind of where John Smith is at. Yeah.
Yeah. So while they're still having their fun looking out the window chat, you guys can head upstairs. And you hear the sounds of I'm trying to think. Okay. What sounds like a xylophone but more watery? How the fuck does a water phone sound?
Oh, like the glasses filled with water.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, thank you. I was like, it was like brain has decided to stop working. Yeah. So you hear that down the hall, as you know that your sister Coraline is probably practicing.
Hey, Coraline, I'm home and I brought friends. I just yelled down the hall as I opened the door to my room.
You hear, you know this song that it's just the one that she practices all the time, and you hear a wrong note hit as soon as you call out. And I think you'll see, a younger sister poke her head out. Be like, and she'll just kind of be like, "Hey, Correlia, I went on a roll. Why did you have to mess it up? Also, hi, Correlia's friend."
Hi, Coraline. It's a pleasure to meet you. I thought you were playing wonderfully, and if you practice more, you'll do even better.
Well, thanks.
You practice this song all the time, so I figured I'd just yell at you. It's fine.
Yeah, but I was almost done the piece.
I don't know. It's been 3 months, apparently, so... Okay, cool, bye!
She makes her face at you before, closing the door.
And I open the door to my room, and it looks a lot like the rest of the house, but there's band posters, stuck to the like aquarium like walls, and it's definitely like she's painted some furniture and like decoupaged some stuff, and it's like as much as she can get away with, but still like adhere to the general design of the house.
Nice. I like your room. I like the band posters.
Thanks.
Decoupage comes a little bit out of left field, and I must.
I love
admit,
arts and crafts, so
That's true. It is a craft.
it is.
It's true. It's a craft. Yes.
Yeah, I once had like I painted a whole mural of like my favorite band. But then we had to cover it up apparently because the neighbors were complaining. So,
Who's your favorite band?
well, at the time it was Oasis.
I love Oasis as well. I'm a very distant cousin to the Gallaghers.
Yeah, they played like one time on the archipelago. There's like one island. It's just perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, like they just
that's amazing.
floated in the oasis. So it was really ironic, but like not. It was really cool.
It sounds like if they could, if there's anybody who could pull it off, it's them.
Yeah,
For sure.
it was pretty great.
Yeah,
So
that's wonderful. Listen, I'm wondering, do you have any food in here?
yeah, actually, I do.
You do? Oh, good. I didn't want to take anything from your parents. They seem
Yeah,
nice.
they're pretty regimented about like stuff. But here,
I'm
and she like
terrified of your mother.
no, I am too. It's completely warranted and valid. And she opens pulls up the mattress. It's a waterbed, of course.
Yes.
And like pops open like a little like panel in the wood, pulls out like a Snickers.
Oh, Snickers.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying. Thank you.
Yeah. You're not you when you're hungry, so
It's true.
keep some on hand.
It's true. I'm stretching right now.
It's understandable.
All right. I feel a lot better now. Thank you very much. I'm curious. What is Derek doing?
I don't know. I think he's maybe his anxiety's getting to him or something.
I mean, he seemed very sweaty.
I don't know. He was like, I don't think it's that much warmer than Earth.
No, I can tell. It's not.
It's actually like it's supposed to be like 3 degrees colder in here because
It's colder.
Yeah.
Like 12% more humidity, but like.
Yeah, but it's cooler, so you feel cooler because of the humidity.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he like ate something. Like maybe it's that shoe licorice, and he's like sweating it out. I don't know.
It's doing interesting things to my biochemistry as well.
Yeah, okay, cool. It's not just me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
cool. I don't know. Cece seems more chill than usual, though. Like, he hasn't... I mean...
He seems super chill. I mean, he keeps on talking about crimes.
Yeah, I mean, is that really abnormal, though?
No, they're just more violent than
Just a
usual.
little more violent. Yeah, maybe he's trying to cover for Derek's, like, weirdness right now.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. We should definitely... she takes Leo. There's like a little, like section of the wall that looks like it's connected to the outside. And there's like a little, like an airlock. She puts him in there, then kind of like floats around in the outside water a little bit. Leo's gonna hang out there for a little bit. He likes it. It's good exercise.
Yeah, you see him kind of like float gently downwards onto like the ocean floor, where he like just kind of goes up and just kind of clicks at you before.
Get me home for dinner. All right. Should probably go find out about this wedding.
Yes, I am super fascinated about the wedding. Whether or
Yeah.
not there are any like customs you guys have in my on my species, it takes about 120 years to get married in total.
That's a long time.
I mean, sort of. I mean, when you're in it, it doesn't feel that bad.
Oh, I see. Oh, and this is like my cousin Suzette's like 8th wedding.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she gets married a lot.
She gets married a lot?
Mm-hmm.
She must have so much love in her life.
Something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm excited. I still don't know where they're registered, so I'm getting them a wide.
Yeah, I'm sure my
description.
mom probably knows. So apparently I have to dress appropriately, and she says I can't wear a leather jacket, which I don't know how she wants me to be dressed appropriately yet not wear a leather jacket. So
It's true. It's appropriate for every occasion.
thank you.
Yes.
All right.
Says the guy wearing a wetsuit and a scarf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We should probably make sure Derek hasn't, I don't know, committed any violent crimes inside the house or something.
That's true.
He's acting real strange. All right.
Yeah.
What have Derek and Cece been doing while the other two went upstairs?
CC would just be deciding whether or not he would like to destroy the planet, and maybe fixing himself a drink in the kitchen.
Okay. Alcoholic, I'm guessing. Or
Duh.
And he is effectively ignoring Courtney. Deliberately ignoring Courtney.
yeah, Courtney comes in at some point and probably like sees you going through like the different cupboards, trying to find stuff. And I think she will like try to point out to you like which one is like the cover with like the drinks in it, all like bottles of like shit you've never heard of and are not labeled or whatever else.
He'll act like this is the first time he's ever seen her. Oh, hey, you live here?
And she's just kind of like tilts. Yeah, we like met super briefly before. You're like Cece, right?
That's my name. It's amazing.
So she definitely looks a little confused at this.
What are you? Are you like a gymnast or something? He knows it's a cheerleading outfit. Are you a gymnast or something?
I mean, you kind of say that. Like, I do cheerleading, but like also I help teach like some gymnastics and stuff at the community center.
So you're like Bendy?
I mean, I like to think that I'm flexible. I could be like a little more flexible, but
All right. Just mix the drink.
you have no idea what you're mixing together.
No, but he will chill the glass with his own powers and offer a little bit to her.
Oh, okay. She'll take it, and like she'll kind of be like, yeah, she'll note that this is an interesting mix, but like she's not judging. And
I'd like to think too that CC is a connoisseur of fine liqueur.
Yeah.
So he has the ability to, just by scent, make sure it's not too disgusting.
yeah. It's definitely like one of those. I wouldn't have thought about putting these things together, but I don't hate it kind of things. Like.
Well, CC also made up, what was it, the Bob Collins? What was?
Oh,
Jaeger-
yeah.
Oh yeah. That might be not out the window, but. Also, everybody, just so you know, CC used to be a band kid, so this is not like some jock predator from high school. Like, this is a guy who has no idea what he's doing, and he's giving awful advice to Derek. Back at you.
He's the bad kid that's trying his best. Damn it. Yeah, and Courtney will take a sip and kind of again have that facial expression of like, interesting. I kind of like it.
I don't have any bong water on me, or that would put it over the top, I think.
I think she'll just go, well, maybe next time, and she'll like pass the glass back over to you.
All right. He'll drink the whole thing,
Yeah.
no matter how bad it is.
Yeah, it's not like terrible. It's just like a weird combination of flavors. Some of which that you don't really know what it is, and like one of them definitely has like a very like salt kind of taste to it.
Makes you even thirstier.
Yeah.
So he'll move off to find his friends, and he won't look back as he says, "Hey, I hope to meet you again for the first time sometime."
And he walks off. So
Oh boy. Okay. and Derek, what you've been doing while this conversation's been going on?
all right. So Cece goes to talk to the young lady.
Yeah.
Derek looks at him. Are the parents in the room?
No, they. I think the dad is.
Dad is?
I think he's
Excellent.
kind of like he's doing something else. He hadn't really noticed this whole conversation that's been going on between Cece and Courtney.
Perfect.
Okay.
Derek looks at Cece, looks at Correlia's dad, looks at Cece, looks at Correlia's dad, puts his shirt back on, zips it up, wipes the oil off of his neck.
Yeah, your shirt kind of sticks to you a little bit because of the oil.
I want a proper pot of coffee and a proper coffee pot. Proper pot of coffee and a proper coffee pot. And then as he's walking over to Curly's mother, he produces a small piece of paper from his butt pocket.
Okay.
And then Mr. Aquati, sir?
Yes.
Good afternoon. I am designated as Derek from the Planet Zenla, Sector 2625. Feel as though maybe we've gotten off on the wrong foot so far, seeing as how I have removed half my clothing and given a deadly firearm to one of your children. So, on the suggestion of Grandpa, he's not my biological grandpa. He just goes by Grandpa. He's a kindly old man who's let me live to this apartment. The whole point is that he helped me prepare a brief statement. Just give me just a second. Mr. Say Name here. You've got a lovely daughter. Girls as sharp as her are something rare. I would like to sincerely make it clear that my intentions are pure with Correlia. It is important that you are aware that Correlia and I kissed at prom. As far as I could tell, it was entirely consensual. I am enjoying my time in your lovely home and meeting your beautiful family. You have a marvelous daughter who has demonstrated great daring, supreme bravery, and stupendous cunning during my time knowing her. I bought a thesaurus. You should consider yourself lucky that you are not forced to murder each other in a culture of oppression and war. Thank you.
Were you just like reading it off this paper?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, buddy. I'm gonna need a roll here. Oh boy, yeah.
Like, hold my hand out, you know?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, I'm gonna need a roll here.
What am I rolling? That was fun. What am I rolling?
This feels like a looks or a cool.
I don't know. I think you got it. My looks is double my cool.
Yeah.
All right.
An 11. Damn, alright. I think he does definitely, I think he nods. And I think he'll just say, despite the fact that you just read this off a piece of paper, I do sense the genuineness of your comments. Thank you. And I still feel like tilt us. So are you seeing my daughter?
I don't know. I've been on Earth a very short time, and I've promised to never leave it. But so I don't know human dating ritual well enough to know whether or not I am currently seeing your daughter. And I have not had the personal ability to summon the courage to ask her whether or not that is the case. Clearly, I have shown no backbone and should see myself out.
Oh boy, I think he just kind of.
I would surrender my focusing disintegrator ray to you, but I think I gave it to one of your children. It was set to cool, so they should be fine.
Yeah, I think she'll just. I think he'll give like the smallest hint of a smile. Before, he just. I think he just said, maybe you should have that discussion.
Mission accepted, sir.
Yeah, he'll just like walk off. He's just like, this is the weirdest "can I date your daughter" conversation he's ever had. And he's had a lot of kids.
Derek just like stands there in as much shock and horror. And this is a man who has stared down beasts the size of buildings single-handedly. His nose has been pressed up against the edge of death repeatedly. A life of abuse and horror, and still talking to Correlia's dad. Probably the most terrifying thing he's ever been through.
Yep.
That's all I got.
Yeah, and Correlia and John, you guys head downstairs.
Yeah, we ate our Snickers. We're feeling better.
Yeah, feeling good.
Sees that Derek has zipped up the jumpsuit again, but it's kind of like sticking to him. Maybe it was just like a fever thing and it passed through. I don't know. Hey guys.
You see Cece with the empty glass and a bunch of alcohol bottles on the counter.
So you're making yourselves at home? Cool.
CC would put everything back. I mean, he's not a savage.
He's not a savage. I think he's in the middle of putting things back. Makes it clear that he was.
He's just like drinking and putting take a little drink, putting it back, knocking a cigarette out of his mouth.
So, like, do you guys want to see my room or you want to get ready for the wedding stuff? Pretty sure gotta get appropriate clothes or whatever. Which my mom's probably.
So the wedding's in like a couple of days. So like you've been to Cousin Cosette's weddings 8 times now.
Yeah.
It's a little alarming how often this has happened now.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned, but I don't want to ask too many questions.
Yeah, nobody really asks questions to where her spouses go.
They're just not there.
They just kind of disappear within a year.
It's a little strange.
Yeah, so you know that like tends to be that that there's like kind of a like what's it called? Rehearsal dinner. Yeah, there we go. Great.
Yep.
I was like, what the fuck is it called?
Oh, rehearsal dinner is probably
hadn't been married. Let's do a wedding.
Yeah, rehearsal dinner is probably at night.
Yeah, so it's probably like today. It's probably like get all your clothes and all that stuff, and the rehearsal dinner, and then the next day will be the actual wedding shit.
Yep. So I think like mom probably, because you know they can't teleport, so probably maybe pulls out like the speedboat, or like the little submarine, and we like go to the mall. And go shopping for, you know, appropriate wedding clothes and rehearsal dinner outfits. And I think Correlia, like, is like, oh cool, I found a dress. And it's like a leather dress so that she can get away with not have, like, yeah, I won't wear my leather jacket, Mom. It's just a leather dress, it's fine. And then just make sure everybody else is like, alright, no, don't wear white. Don't. Just
What do all of you... None of you actually brought in clothes, I realized, because you were just whisked away by Correlia literally 5 minutes after she was like, yes.
It's okay.
So now we're going to the underwater space mall.
Yep.
Yes.
Sweet.
Nice.
Well, I gotta buy a white suit.
Yeah, CC is gonna buy something that is like a Spanish influence, you know, like a wide no like necktie, just like wide collar, you know, larger lapels, and you know, something that like you can dance the La Isla Bonita in.
What's John Smith gonna wear? John Smith is gonna try to get all like traditional clothing for this world. I hope it's a lot of like fish scale print stuff.
Oh yeah.
Water permeable. That's okay. Even if it is somewhat transparent, he's okay with that because he's got his little double heart boxers on all the time. And so he's gonna kind of look like old Greg but see-through.
I think Correlia buys Derek, like, you know those tuxedo t-shirts? She buys him a tuxedo life vest. So that way, if he does fall into the water, he'll float, but still look dapper.
Incredible. Is it like already inflated? Is it one of those like pull to inflate?
I think it's a pull to inflate.
Okay.
You pull like the bow tie, and it, just inflates.
That's very good. I love it.
All right, so yeah, if you start to like fall in the water and you're not confident in your swimming abilities, you just pull on the tie and it'll act as a flotational device. It'll inflate. So
Excellent.
that way you won't die.
Thank you so much for this marvelous gift. And I've already bought a white suit, so he's trying to figure out how to incorporate. So I think you just like keep the white shirt and then you put the tuxedo t-shirt life jacket over that with a white blazer over that with the white pants. He has bright white shoes and yeah, it's bad. I think he looks pretty great. And got some shoulder pads on top of the already with the shoulders. So
Oh boy.
got kind of a
shoulder pads
V
are
shape.
super in right now. So.
Yeah, they really are. So
Yeah.
He looks so boxy.
yeah.
Like an actual rectangle in a suit.
So I'm gonna get a reference. So I look like not like what, like a Belle Biv DeVoe video, or like what am I trying to think of? Like the kind of just like it's '92. Everybody looks like a V shape with the MC Hammer blazers that you could cut, like sharp as a knife on the shoulder. Anyway, he looks great.
Yeah, Corellia's got like a fish scale leather dress that also has got like some shoulder pad stuff because it's super in right now.
Really is.
Yeah. Also,
Okay,
maybe he also has some hip pads because that was like in for a very brief amount of time.
So what is a wedding anyway?
It's where two people get married.
Married.
Yeah.
Grandpa was married. What happens when people marry?
Well, I mean, taxes get better. It's like an official certification that you two are like bonded, I guess you could say.
Oh, so it's like a legal contract between two.
So it's illegal and okay, sometimes religious. Not that, because that is, so it's kind of like a courthouse wedding, but I mean, this is her 9th one, so I mean, you gotta start getting thrifty after a while, I guess.
I suppose it's too much to hope that there's any kind of contest of strength or
Well,
challenge
actually, I mean,
made
there is a challenge. There's for you, there's the garter toss.
Greg's got to say that out loud. You can't just leave it. Sorry, I gotta stop reading the text. So yeah, people get married and they file jointly and stop having sex, says Greg. Sorry. Well, a legal contract between two people that love each other sounds like a wonderful thing. We
That's
don't have
pretty
that on
cool.
my planet.
No.
The female removes the head of the male right after coitus and after pregnancy is confirmed.
That's fascinating. Glad you got out before then.
Me too.
Yeah, you'd be decapitated.
Yeah.
Your planet doesn't have a great life expectancy, do they?
No, it's like somewhere around 16 to 18%.
Great. Oh, yeah.
But oh,
Cool. But yeah, if you
So
want
that's
to
why-
challenge,
yeah.
there's the garter toss. It's been all the single guys and bachelors, or like the non-married people. They all like get in a group, and then the groom pulls the garter off the bride. It's something that the bride wears around her thigh. I can see the thinking. He pulls it off, and then he shoots it, and whoever catches it is supposed to be like the next person, like, you know, married or whatever.
all right. Let me see if I get this straight. The bride removes something from her inner thigh,
The
a
groom-
garment.
The groom removes
Throws-
it from the bride. Yeah.
They do this in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, so then she throws it into the air.
He throws it in the air, yeah. Or she, yeah, depends on what it is.
It is thrown.
Yeah, it is thrown.
If they're being sassy, they shoot it like a slingshot.
And that's the only way to do it.
True.
It is launched as a projectile towards a throng of single men,
Yes.
one of whom, if catches it, is destined to be married.
Allegedly, yeah.
It's a battle.
Mm-hmm.
You know that song, you gotta fight for your right to party? I mean, that's kind of,
Alright.
it kind of feels like that.
You know, you're just gonna have to excuse me. I forgot the name of your wonderful younger brother who has my focusing disintegrator ray.
I think Mom took it from him, but that'd be Corbin.
That's right, your mom took it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you know, the bride does something similar to all the single ladies. She gets like here it's usually coral. But on Earth it's like flowers, and she throws it, and the ladies try to catch it. It's usually a little more bloodthirsty than the dudes, but you know, all the single ladies get together. It's interesting.
And Derek just has like the eye of the tiger right now, like you know, like you can hear the Rocky theme playing gently on a close up as he has like 1,000-yard stare. He's no longer really making eye contact with you. He's now looking past you, somewhere in the distance
Yeah, and then there's like cake
at glory.
and food and stuff and dancing.
Oh, like prom.
Yeah, it's like prom, kind of. A little more formal.
More formal than prom. Okay,
I
right.
mean, it depends.
Will CC be handing out drugs?
I
Yes.
don't. Yeah. Yes.
Thank God. Yes.
That's
CC
it.
told me me and him were going to do something called pre-gaming. Not quite sure what he meant by that.
Can do that. It's
Yeah.
when you drink before the event.
True, yeah, we'll go with drink.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ask your mom for my focusing disintegrator back respectfully. I'm really not supposed to be separated from it under any circumstances. It's foolish for me to let your younger brother play with a deadly weapon, and I sincerely apologize. And if I've broken the rules of the family, I'll see myself out. But okay, I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're gonna get the focusing disintegrator right back from Mom. How does Derek do this?
I think just like, you know, respectfully. Good evening, ma'am. It was very smart of you to confiscate the focusing disintegrator ray from young Corbin, who has not received training for, you know, the universe's most deadly weapon. So that's that. But I was trying to show him. It's funny, the cool setting, which is entirely harmless and really just turns whatever is the subject of focusing disintegrator ray into like the coolest thing you've ever seen, whatever that happens to be. It's actually pretty interesting effect. I designed it, but through stolen alien technology. But could I recover the focusing disintegrator ray? It was a standard issue armament from my home planet, and I will be disintegrated myself if I should be seen without it at any point.
Are you in danger of being seen without it down here?
No. Well, no. Not on the representatives of my planet would not be interested in this particular homeworld of yours that is 98% covered with water and would not be a suitable grazing land for our Gargan herds. So I am not so concerned about being spotted without the focusing disintegrator ray right now, but when we go to the wedding or I leave eventually, go back to Earth too, because I have class on well, it's a holiday, so it's Tuesday, but then I will need the focusing disintegrator back.
Right, of course. Just not in the household.
Oh, I completely respect that.
Good, I'm glad we can come to an agreement on that.
Is the bathroom this way, or would you prefer I went
It's down that hallway to your left, first door.
this? That's right, the first time. All right, I'll wedding, right? Wedding. Looking forward to it. Gotta go.
Derek knows to fuck it. Think back
And
at
contemplates. And contemplates having to win the garter toss without the focusing disintegrator ray. By the way, which was what was really happening there, because now he cannot disintegrate the other single men at the wedding. Just as a footnote.
Okay. At this point, I think the rest of the three of you, you hear someone go, "Hey, Correlia, is that you?"
Yeah, it's me. What's up?
You turn around and you see the neighbor's son, who is around. Who is what's his name? Random name generator. Give me a name. He is literally the boy next door. Yeah, and like he's also happens to be the guy that your parents keep trying to set you up with.
Yep. It's like 3 months older than me.
Yeah.
It's just,
And I think so. Oh, I didn't know that you were going to be home. I see you.
yeah, my cousin Cosette's getting married again.
Oh, again? That's
Yeah.
And
This
who are
happens.
these? And he looks over to.
Hey, these are my friends from school, Cece and John Smith. I don't know where Derek is. He's around here somewhere.
Oh yeah, his name is Ripley. There we
Ripley.
go. Ripley.
Guys, this is Ripley.
I give him a very damp handshake. Stare him down.
No, yeah, he gives you a very warm smile and a handshake.
Nice to meet you.
He's my neighbor.
Yeah, yeah, our families live next door to each other all of our lives.
Do you go to school with us? We've never seen you.
Oh no, I go to the local school around here.
Oh, okay. Well, it's nice to meet you. Yes, I'm dressed in your traditional garments. They're very comfortable, but they're very sticky. Very sticky.
I'm sure you'll get used to it after a while, but wait. He gives a nod over to Cece, and nice to meet you as well.
Is there, I don't know this game other than cool, but is there a role where can Cece try to divine whether or not there was a relationship between Correlia and Ripley?
Ooh, okay.
I think it's a cool role if you're asking.
Is it though?
Yeah, because it's cool if I can do it.
No, I don't think it's that cool. I'm gonna say this is a smart, my dude.
Okay, get ready for a failure.
Either that or luck.
It's the same thing.
All right. If you have anything that can help you,
Nope. Never mind.
you have no fucking idea. This guy is just like, he's just super nice, and that's disarming to you.
Okay.
He's like super genuinely nice. You can tell that much.
All right. It's fine.
And I think Corelia's mom circles back.
Oh no, yeah.
And it's just like, oh, Ripley, it's so good to see you. He's like, hi, ma'am, nice to see you. And I think, oh yeah, Ripley just, oh, I heard, that, because that's getting married again. Yes, she is. I'm sure that you got a invitation, being such close family friends and all. It's like, I think my parents said something about it. I'll check in with them, but I'll let you know if I'm there. And I think he'll just kind of. I think he'll give like a. I do have to get going though, but I'll see you all around, and
Yeah.
nice meeting you too.
See you later, Ripley. Bye.
Can I like pass him as he walks?
Oh
away?
yeah,
You know, like I didn't
Yeah.
get to interact with him yet,
Yeah.
but like I pass him and like see him, and like walk up to you guys. Oh, good evening. I got some dip and dots from right over there. There's a small cart,
Yeah, they're pretty good.
tiny balls of ice cream.
CC's gonna watch Ripley leave, and he can't connect the dots, but he's smelling that game respects game, that I might be there horse shit that was thrown out is setting off all kinds of radars, but he just can't.
like there's something there, but you don't. And Aquati will just be like, are we all? Y'all look quite fine.
Yeah, got a new dress for the wedding.
Yeah, I think she gives like that. I don't quite approve, but I'm not gonna say it out loud. Look.
I'm not gonna say it in front of in this polite company we have with us, you know.
Yeah.
Like once your friends are gone, that's when I'm gonna. Yeah.
And I think she'll just be like, well, we can head back home, have dinner, and I suppose your friends can stay in the guest rooms.
Awesome. Cool.
It's a sleepover. Haven't had a sleepover in 3,000 years.
I think she doesn't quite raise the bell, but definitely has the my daughter having a sleepover with 3 boys. Look.
And Derek's eyebrows are on top of his head.
But
Yeah, cool. What's for dinner, Mom? Just trying to like get off the topic of sleepover. Yeah, so what's for dinner?
We'll be having dinner too.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna starve, Derek.
I was prepared to catch something and kill it. And
That's not quite necessary.
okay, I'm just gonna eat my Dippin' Dots. What are we doing?
I think Correlia, your mom is distracted enough to just like tell you about what you're having for dinner and all
like
that.
tuna
stuff.
casserole. God, like something like that. But like, it's like a weird tuna casserole. It's like partially moving.
Yeah, and y'all head back. And you get to meet the rest of the siblings while you're at it, which includes, God, I have a whole list. So you met
Family.
Corbin. You met
There's like
Courtney,
12
you
people
met
at this dining room
Coraline.
table.
Yeah, and now you're gonna meet Coralina, who is Coraline's twin.
Real hard to tell them apart.
Yeah, Cody, who is an older brother, and Corinth, who is another younger brother. So Correlia is the like third oldest. They all have CO names, and definitely the parents fuck it up.
Yeah. They just kind of yell out a name, and we're like, which one is she talking to?
And I think it's pretty obvious that Corelia's mom seats the three of you kind of away from Corellia. It's like you don't realize it as it's happening, but then you sit down and you're like, oh.
It's like Godfather 1. I'm down the table, just sort of making eye contact across all the food, which is just the craziest seafood I would imagine that
It's like, I think it's like super normal dishes, but with like seafood you've never seen before.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a very. What is your family like over dinner at mealtime?
I think it starts off very, quiet, but then like once the eating gets started, it's a lot of chatter and conversation, especially amongst the kids, and like Leo has his own little placemat with a little food bowl to the side, like a dog would, and I think that maybe her older brother also has like a pet, but it's like oh gosh, what I'm trying to think, like a pet pistol shrimp.
Incredible.
So it's like real small, but then you just hear like a little bit of like a crack. I'm like, oh man, you just busted the glass again. Gotta fix that.
God damn it.
And so yeah, it's like a lot of conversation, but it's like the voices are all pretty level and even tone, because if anyone like kind of starts to get really rambunctious, like you just get the look from like mom, and it's like, bring it back down.
Bring it back the fuck down.
Just inside voices.
Do y'all try to talk to any of the siblings?
John Smith is incredibly uncomfortable because he doesn't like any of the food and he doesn't want to eat it, but he doesn't know how to say it.
Oh, buddy.
Oh.
And so he's just sitting there with a plate and shifting things around and trying to give it to Leonardo da Vincius.
Oh yeah, Leo will eat it up.
Yeah, Leo will eat it. I want you to try to pass this off without being noticed, and I need a roll for that.
What would that be?
Yeah, that would be a look.
A look roll? Oh, that's not good.
I think maybe Leo and the pistol shrimp have to fight. I think the pistol shrimp name is Glock.
Glock.
Glock the pistol shrimp. Glock. So Glock and Leo are kind of like, no, my food scraps.
Oh no. I rolled a
Oh no.
Oh no.
I finally get my fucking karma where y'all not rolling 10 pluses here.
We always roll like, oh yeah, 6 or higher. But no, not today.
Oh no.
I think at some point, I think it goes okay, like the first couple times you pass food,
Mm-hmm.
and the next time, you totally knock it over onto somebody's lap. Oh, who do you knock it over onto? Probably Caroline.
Caroline.
Coraline. Yeah. I think she'll like stand up and be like, "What? And she'll you hear like the plop of the food onto the floor now as she stands up very quickly. Leo and Glock immediately go for it. They have no.
Face is in terror. How did that happen?
And Caroline's just like, I don't know what. Did you just so, I mean, now I'm gonna have to go change. I just can't afford to. And she'll like go upstairs to change out of her clothes. Now have a big splotch of
Fishy butter.
yeah,
Dripping all over them.
yeah.
I'll pay for the dry cleaning, but do you even have dry cleaning on a wet planet? I don't know.
It's just the wet cleaners. It's just
Wet cleaner.
Wet cleaners. It's an honest mistake. And John Smith excuses himself to the bathroom to go cry a little bit, and call the janitor at school who he's friends with.
Oh, buddy.
Yes.
Reception's not great,
No.
but it's a little watery.
Yes. You just gonna be
Sounds
like,
like
I'm
you're
doing my
in a
best, but I
tingle.
miss you. I'm
Oh.
excited to be here. He's homesick. As he gets sometimes.
Cece, you've been seated next to Courtney because of course you have. Why wouldn't you have been?
He would sit down. Hi, my name's CC. Who are you?
Oh boy. I think she's just like, at this point, just like, I can't really tell if this is like a bit or you just like have really short-term amnesia.
Well, you can look at it like this. You can feel sympathetic for me if it's the latter, and you can appreciate my game if it is the former.
I think she's. I mean, I think I can sort of get that, but also I would like to think that I leave like a little more of an impression than like immediately forgetting.
Then
Yeah, you'd
I'm
like to
trying really
think.
hard. Putting a lot of effort into this.
I think she'll like roll her eyes a little bit, but still give you like a half smile.
A half smile given is a full smile hidden. Ha!
Jesus Christ, guys. Ah, boy.
I think Correlia's at the other end of the table, and she just keeps like checking in on her friends, make sure no one's like died yet or anything, and just notices John's gotten up to clean himself off and stuff, and she's just like, oh, and then sees like all the food on the floor, and is just like, oh, it's a good thing I have a big stash of Snickers. Okay.
They're just all like stuck in like different pieces of clothing and like under
Yeah.
the bed. Just everywhere.
A lot of Snickers. And
Yeah.
Satisfying.
And Derek. Where
Derek.
the fuck have you been seated? I'm just
I don't know what little siblings, like I'm like at the kids table, like like it's me and like what 3 or 4 little kids.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it would have been you and Corbin, and Corinth, the other younger.
two little brothers. Yeah.
The 2 little boys. All right, it's great. So I'm like, and this is Ubu wearing a funny hat. So like it's, and this is Ubu on a surfboard like he's surfing, right? It's funny. And then this is Ubu with a little hand of cards like he's playing poker, which is so funny, right? Took me like an hour because he melts the cards. Ubu's highly toxic, and so if he throws up on you or really even just sneezes at you, it gives you 3rd-degree burns. So you have to wear like a special piece of plastic. But anyway, this is Ubu like he's doing the Macarena, right? It's great. So yeah, he's showing off pictures of Ubu to the little
That's
boys.
really cute.
And he's eating like crazy because to maintain his ripped physique, he has to eat at least 3,500 calories per day. So he's really enjoying all the food.
Oh boy. Yeah, and dinner closes out without too much of a hassle other than the whole food on younger sister incident.
Just comes back and he's perfectly composed and says nothing. Just gives bug eyes the whole time.
Yeah, and people and the rest of the family kind of disperses to their evening, and Mrs. Aquati will help set up the guest room, making Correlia help her.
Yeah, let me help set up the guest room for you guys. Just
And I think at some point she'll let you deal with it.
I've got it, Mom. Like, I know how to make a bed. And I imagine it's, well, then why don't you ever make yours, Mom?
Yeah, basically.
Just tuck the corner like that. I know how to do it. I know.
And it's like the first time in a while that you guys have been like, the four of you have been alone. It's being here.
All right, you guys, are you guys okay? They're not too much, right? It's. Are you okay? You guys good? Is everything all right? Do we need to like run away? Are we okay?
I'm so excited for this part. I am. It's gonna be great. You guys, when we were at the mall, I got something just for the sleepover part.
Yeah.
I got a DVD of Varsity Blues. It's gonna be great. I've never seen it.
I don't think I have either.
Oh god.
Do we have a DVD player?
I have a portable DVD player. Yeah, that's fair.
Watch a movie.
Yeah, we can all just. I mean, it's only like this big, so we're gonna have to like all kind of huddle around it. But I've got like a, like a headphone jack, so we can plug in, and then we just plug in another one. We can all listen in.
This is wonderful. It's almost like being at home.
Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling almost at home, John.
Yeah, almost.
That's pretty good.
Do you have more Snickers?
I do, actually. Here, I noticed you didn't eat. Leo's very appreciative of your dinner.
It's fine. I'm sure it's very good. It's just not what I like.
It's alright, not everyone's a seafood person. That's pretty much all we have here. So, I mean, you can't really, hydroponics it's starting to catch on, but like, you have to import all the seeds and stuff. Anyways, here's some Snickers, and I just hand him like a handful of Snickers.
Thank you so much. Put some in my pocket.
There you go.
Alright, are you gonna have a small sleepover in the guest room?
I mean, is there anything in your teenage years? Is there anything more electrifying than being in the girl you like's dark house? I mean, come on. So Derek's just like, the hairs on the back of his neck are just standing up, and he's made clear repeatedly that he's ready to go into his bunk and do his regulation 8 hours of sleep. But if you guys are going to watch a movie, then I guess I'll stay up. He's also fascinated by football if we actually watch Varsity Blues, because football is a gladiator game where no one dies immediately, just 40 years later. No one is seriously injured immediately all the time. Just anyway, so yeah.
Yep.
Just
And CC
not
joins.
comfortable.
Yeah, CC's joining in. Sure.
Yeah. So I think
Correlia does the thing where she's like, okay, good night, guys, closes the door, walks to her room, closes the door, then teleports back in to watch the movie.
yeah. And so
Ah!
y'all just get to hang out a bit. A little reprieve from all the awkward family stuff.
Correlia, like, she never fully relaxes because they're in her house, and it's kind of like, she's a little on edge. Like she's constantly doing that, like the pull one earbud out thing. Listen for a second, then put it back in. You know, like you do when you're staying up later than you're supposed to, and your parents might, wander around.
Just four good friends watching Varsity Blues naked. Right? Is that right?
I mean,
Right. How else would you do it?
Are we naked?
I don't remember that part.
That
Oh,
one you got
you're
the
naked.
memo.
I like that it took well into like late in the movie before we realized Cece's naked. Right around the time of that scene where she comes out with the whipped cream bikini.
Yep.
That's when I see Cece's wiener.
Yep. CC looks like Orlando Bloom in all the right places.
And Derek has showered with many men. So this is not so awkward. In fact, I don't think he blinks and just goes right back to the movie.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, cool. All right. And as your movie watching goes on, and the night goes on, and eventually y'all do fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
You do know that today was just the first of your trials and tribulations of family.
Yeah, we got rehearsal, dinner, and wedding still to go.
Still got the cousin's wedding
Oh,
and
boy.
all of that fun dynamics. But I think that's going to wait for another time, because this is where we're going to end off our episode today. A bunch of teenagers sneaking around, watching a movie. One of their parents home with one of them naked. It's cool.
It's fine.
Oh boy! All right. I think that's about it. So let's do the thing where we get to go around and we get to talk to these wonderful people and see what they're up to and all that, and their favorite parts and all that fun stuff. Let's go over to you, Travis. Hello.
Oh man. Is it just me, or does like every one of these games after about 25 or 30 minutes hit kind of a fever pitch and we all go a little crazy for about an hour and a half? Takes a second, doesn't happen right away. But once we get going, weird shit starts flying out of all of our mouths. And the only person who can DM it is the amazing Kiana S. And everybody said some really funny stuff that I should have written down. That's another one of these where I should have written down every funny line I heard, because there was some from John Smith that was just amazing, and I have to go back. But anyway, Dick Root, all the siblings, the bit with the mom, amazing. It was just great. It was marvelous. I'm so glad we get to do this. I'm at producer Trav. Watch WebDM. Thank you. And Lindy's channel and Greg's channel, because they're wonderful. Tales from the Grim and Left of Lindy. Aliens. Bye.
Heck yeah. Always awesome. I love how awkward Derek has to be about this whole fucking thing. The most awkward, hi, can I date your daughter conversation that I have ever witnessed. So good.
That's good. It turned out well.
Yes, amazing. And let's go to Emma.
Yay! I love this game. It's so weird. It's so fun, and you never quite know what's gonna happen, but you know it's going to be strange and exciting. And I think my favorite part was it's gotta be a combo of CC just making up crimes Derek committed and Derek's letter. Derek's letter. It's the when he said we kissed at prom, I just cringed
Yeah, kissed at prom.
so hard.
I'm pretty sure it was consensual.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure as far as I can tell. It's there's nothing like telling a father, I'm pretty sure your daughter was turned on by this kiss just like I was. It's great. It's wonderful. I love this game. I am Emma. You can see me on Twitter at Emma Rote. I'm a communications director for WebDM. So talk to us on social media and watch what we do and watch everything else all these people do. This is so much fun. Thank you for ending the month so well.
Heck yeah. Awesome. And let's go over to Greg. Hello, Greg.
Hey, I had another blast as always. The letter was fantastic. It's saying that you believe it was consensual. I love it because there's no right interpretation of that. It either wasn't, so you've got to kill this guy, or it was, so you've got to kill this guy. There's it's like, as a dad, there's no way to interpret that line positively. So I absolutely love that. The other line was getting varsity blues for the sleepover was maybe the most like year specific comment you could make. I love shit like that. Super duper funny. Always have a blast playing with everybody here. Grimjack21502 on the Twitter, part of the Tales from the Grim team on the Twitch. A lot of fun things happening over on the channel. I will promote the following. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are moving Star Trek to the old Project Athena slot. So please join us there as we boldly go where no one has gone before. The Realms Remembered is also starting a week from Monday. That is my long-form D&D campaign. It is if you would take the movie A Knight's Tale, you would take the pop culture musical influences of Baz Luhrmann, and you smash them into D&D. So whenever our adventurers are going around, they will hear music from Prince and from a whole bunch of different people. And we actually have 2 cover bards that are making original cover music for us. So join us then, it'll be fun. But until then, make sure you check out Laugh Love Lindy to see when we're coming back here. And if you're going to follow our DM, please make sure it's Kiana S. Thank you all.
I think thank you. And I think that's a good transition for me to hop in before I hand it over to Lindy. This was super fun. I always love doing this game because I can make up maybe a couple of NPCs and then run with it. I didn't realize it was going to be a wedding until this morning, and now we're going to do a whole wedding episode. It's cool. Oh, yeah. The only person who hasn't gotten married is going to set up a wedding episode. It's fine. I loved all the one-liners are amazing. The fucking bit with the parents and the family is always great. Love making it as awkward as possible for everybody involved. It's one of the joys of GMA. I am Kiana. Find me over on Twitter at Kiana S. Best way to figure out what I'm doing. I'm one half of Salted Sweet Games. I'm part of the Tales from the Grim team. Our Urban Shadows campaign coming back on Monday, and I'm fucking hyped. If you like my Valley Girl voice, you're gonna hear a lot of that on Monday, so it's super great. I will pass it over to Lindy.
Hi! Yeah, that was super duper fun. There was so many good, like, the dick root. And just reminding everyone of that rumor that CC and Derek started at school, that apparently it's made its way around a little bit. It's great. One of my favorite parts about Derek's letter cracked me up. My favorite parts was afterwards. He's like, "Are you seeing my daughter?" And he's like, "I don't know." Because they've never talked about it since prom. They're like, "Yep, no, we kissed once, but just never."
But now the boy next door is around.
Yep. He is, and Derek's. It's gonna be interesting. I like how he's seeing the garter toss as like a challenge, and I'm just so excited. And Cece with her older sister also is just killing me and cracking me up. And poor John. Oh, I'm gonna give him so many Snickers. Blood sugar is gonna be spike through the roof. But yes, thank you guys so much for playing with me. I love this game so much. You guys are amazing and wonderful. Thank you, chat, for hanging out and stuff. This is the best Saturday morning of my month. I adore our Teenagers from Outer Space, and I will let everyone know on the line when our next game is, when we figure that out for the month of September. Oh, gosh, it's almost September. But yeah, you can check us out. We're back from my 4-week hiatus. We started back this week, so you can catch us every Monday night for Mondays in Exandria. Shit's getting real. Stuff's getting good. Every Tuesday for Mists of Ravenloft, and I believe potentially on Friday the 13th, our Aliens game that Travis runs here. So check it out. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna roll our awesome intro again because it's amazing and I love it. But we'll catch you all later. Bye.